Hi, Don from Cannakan. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to stick it in your can. All right, so you've got your seeds and you're ready to start germinating. Today, we're going to be germinating Seedsman genetics exclusively. Now, keep in mind that the can is only as good as the seeds that you put into it. Now, if you bought our can kit or our can bundle, a laminated partition chart would have been included. Now, if you don't have a partition chart, just go to cannakan.com, click the download tab, and download a partition chart for free. Now, the partition chart allows you to do several things. It allows you to catalog your seed variety, type, sex, quantity, as well as keep track of the date and time that you start germinating your seeds. So let's go ahead, fill out our partition chart for the seeds that we will be germinating today.
Each of the partitions are numbered. So when filling out the partition chart, we're going to want to include the date, the time we started. In many cases, I use multiple cans, so I'm going to call this one A. Each line corresponds with a numbered partition. So I'm going to include the seed variety, type, sex, quantity of seeds that will be germinating today.
Okay, so now we have our partition chart all filled out and we're ready to start germinating seeds. I'm going to walk you through how I designed and used the can system to germinate my seeds.
Now that we're ready to start germinating, let's remove the lid and place it upside down. Let's also remove the inner strainer. You'll notice a notched keyway. This coincides with the alignment feature within the canister that also represents the #1 position in the partition chart. In total, there are 8 partitions, providing you the ability to germinate up to 8 varieties of seeds at the same time. With the can's lid upside down, this allows us to easily pick up and place our seeds within the partitions. This is done safely with the use of our Hugger's Cup seed tweezers. You can also place the seeds directly into the appropriate partition if the container has the exact amount of seeds that you will be germinating. Now that the seeds are organized in their partitions, it's time to prepare for soaking. If we look inside the canister, you'll find the alignment feature. If we rotate the can 180 degrees, we'll see 2 indicator marks. The lower mark will be needed for germination later on. This is the mark that we'll be wanting to use right now. This is the max fill indicator. Now we're going to be adding no more than 150 milliliters of water. I use distilled water. It's safe, widely available, and consistent when germinating seeds. Take note of the alignment features when returning the inner strainer back into the can. Make sure you allow the inner strainer to completely sink before returning the lid. Now set your temperature controller 10 degrees Fahrenheit, warmer than your target temperature. We'll discuss this more in a moment.
All right, so now that was easy. Now that we have our seeds separated and organized within the corresponding partition, our heat pad is adjusted to the appropriate temperature, we're now going to allow the seeds to soak and rehydrate over the course of the next 18 to 24 hours. Now, during this process, we will be checking on the seeds for signs of germination. We'll see you when these seeds are ready.
Condensation under the lid indicates that conditions are ideal. Here's a look at my seeds after the soak.
All right, and now we're back. And at this point, your seeds should have been soaking for about 18 to 24 hours. Now, during the soaking process, we've been monitoring our seeds. At the 18-hour mark, we've been seeing significant signs of germination and decided that this is the ideal time for us to move on to the germination stage. It's at this point that we're going to want to check a few things. We want to double check that our temperature settings are correct, that our lab filter is in place, and that when we replace the strainer back into the canister, that the water does not overflow into the partitions where the seeds are resting. It's important to mention that the cannakan system is the only system that works on convection. Noted on our can warm heat pad, set your temperature controller 10 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than your target temperature. This allows the base of the canister to stay hot, the lid to stay cooler, and create that convection. The footings on the bottom of the strainer elevate your seeds to the perfect position within the canister, providing your seeds with the ideal temperature and humidity, giving you textbook conditions for germinating your seeds.
Remove the lid and place it upside down. Lift the inner strainer and allow it to drain. Once it's drained, place that in the upturned lid to collect any excess water while we discard the water we used for soaking our seeds. This is the low fill indicator mark that we will be using for the germination stage. We're now going to replace the discarded seed soaking water with no more than 25 milliliters of fresh distilled water. Return the inner strainer with seeds, replace the lid, leaving it on the heat pad.
Now, just like the soaking process, we've been monitoring our seeds for the last 24 hours for a total of 42 hours. And we are extremely happy with the results. We've already prepared our containers for planting for this demonstration. We will now use our Huggers cup seed tweezers to safely handle, prepare, and plant our germinated seeds. Now, keep in mind that you want to make sure that you have an established radicle of at least 1/4 to 1/2 inch in length before planting your germinated seeds.
Okay, everybody's favorite part, the results, and they are amazing. We use lab filter papers in our can. Look how easily these seeds are being removed without the worries you have of entanglement when using fibrous products like cotton pads or paper towels. Now it's time for planting. Use the dibber end of your Huggers to create the perfect forever home. Our cup seed tweezers allow you to handle your seeds without the risk of contamination or damage. Once I've created the hole, I carefully pick up the seed, position it so the radicle is facing down, and gently close the hole with the cupped end of the tweezers. I personally like the seed coat visible. You may have noticed in this video that the containers I prepared for planting were only 1/2 to 2/3 full. This allows me to add medium as my seedlings establish and begin to grow. Now remember, not all seeds are created equally. Some results may vary.
Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you found it useful. For more information, go to cannakan.com. And a special thanks to our partners over at Seedsman for providing us with these great genetics. And a huge shout out to Untrained Astronaut for helping us create this long-awaited video. And remember, the next time that you germinate your seeds, stick it in your can.